Okay. Hi. Hello, everyone. Really excited to be here with all of you today. This is our first, first live uh, with Divas in the City. So, Divas in the City is a digital series that will be coming up really soon. It features, five Black women with physical disabilities taking their city by storm. And so we have two women, two of the cast members here with me today. We have Kebra Moore and Melva Henderson. And so like the purpose of today is, get to know them a little bit more of their projects that they have coming up. Kebra is a book publisher, and she has an event coming up. And then Melva is a playwright and a nonprofit founder, Living Beyond the Limits. So they're going to again tell you, a little bit about the projects they have coming up, some of their advice and, to people who are looking to be authors and playwrights. Give you a little bit behind the scenes of their um, of the challenges that they faced, and then we'll talk about divas in the city. Um, so my name is Tamika Sitchin Spruce, and I am an executive producer of Divas in the City. I am collaborating with Dr. Donna Walton from the Divas with Disabilities Project. So we came together to create this series that talked about featuring five Black women. So we're really excited about doing this series. And so, I think especially during this time, so important for disabled creators. I'm disabled. Donna is disabled, and our cast is disabled as well, of course. So, our stories matter, and also as, Black women as well. We need to be able to tell our own stories. So, I'm really excited about that. And so let's get to uh, the um, question, the first question, um, and it is, let's do introductions first a little bit. So, Kendra, if you could just share a little bit, of who you are so the audience know, and then we'll get to Melva.
Okay, so my name is Kebra Moore. I hail originally from Beaufort, South Carolina, now residing in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I am a publisher. My company is called Welcome to the Storm Publishing. And I also have my lip line, Tropical Storm Collection. I am a singer, songwriter, author, and just living my best life, I guess.
Yes. Okay, I saw your no. Let me just take a minute. Make sure we're live.
Yeah, somebody texted me and said y'all not live.
Okay. They should go live. Let me see. Okay, what to click on because we're live on StreamYard. Okay, I think we are now. Okay, yep, we're good. I see people are coming in. Hello, hello, everyone. Uh, a ZCO Dance Project. I know that's Suzelle. Hello, 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 everyone. So we're, excited to do this event for you going live. This is our first time. So my first time. So, thank you for your patience with us. This is Divas in the City Live with two of Divas in the City cast members, Kebra Moore and Melva Henderson. And so, just real quick, Divas in the City is a digital series that will come out later in the end of April and going into May. And it's a digital series that features five Black women, unapologetic Black women with disabilities taking their city by storm. And so we're really, excited about this new series. We know, especially during this time, that it's so important for us to tell our stories as disabled women, as, Black women, to tell our stories. And so I am the executive director. My name is Tamika Sitches Spruce, and I am collaborating with Dr. Donna Walton from the Divas with Disabilities Project. So it is in junction with them, and so to put on this series. And so today we are going to hear from again two of the cast members, Kebra Moore and Melva Henderson. They'll be talking about what they do in the community. Kebra is a book publisher, and Melva owns a nonprofit, Living Beyond Limits, and a playwright. And so they're going to talk about some of the challenges. They're going to give some advice, and they're going to talk about some of the events that they have coming up. So, if you have any questions, please, comment, and we'll try to get to them as well. So, without further ado, if Kebra first and then Melva can introduce yourself.
Okay.
So my name is Kebra Moore, and I hail out of the DFW area. I am a singer, a songwriter, and author. I own my own publishing company, Welcome to the Storm Publishing, and I also own my own lipstick line, Tropical Storm Collection.
Yes, thank you. And Melva?
My name is Melva Henderson. I live here in Dallas, Texas. I am an author, a speaker, social entrepreneur, as well as a playwright. I also am the founder and CEO of Living Beyond Limits. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization providing services for those who are blind, visually impaired. And we do it through educational training, empowerment resources, as well as networking opportunities.
All right. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And so, Kebra, if you can tell me, how did you get into book publishing?
So as I stated earlier, I started. I have 5 novels that's out, 3 short stories, 2 full novels, and there are well 4 of my novels went #1 on Amazon, and I self-published, and then I just decided that I wanted to open up my own publishing company. So I got a team of people. I've got a team of editors, illustrators, cover designers, beta readers, formatters, and just got my staff together. And I just started from just the knowledge of me being my own self-published of my own books. I just decided to open up my own publishing company, and that's how it happened. I've published many books. Company's going strong. I stopped working in September of last year, and this is basically what I do for a living now. So,
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's every entrepreneur dream, to be
yes,
able to, leave your 9 to 5 and be able to do that
yes.
full time. So, yes, yes, yes. How long did it take for you to do that, to be a full time entrepreneur?
I actually opened up my company in September of 2024. I mean, I was doing publishing part time, so I just decided to take a leap of faith, and just September 2024, I still at Fort Worth ISD. So I just decided, I think like the second week of school, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take a leap of faith and start my own publish publishing company, and that's what I did. I got a couple of authors, and then it just started promoting more. Kind of, we went out and revamped my website because we had the lipsticks, and then we had the publishing company. So we kind of revamped from the lipsticks and the publishing, and just kind of just did a whole overhaul of everything. And this is where I am now, and I've published since September about 30 books already, and I'm actually it's going to be about 40 now with the anthology.
Oh, wow, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's great. That's great. To be able, to just fully launch and be able to publish other people's books and such. We'll get to your event and everything and how people can support you with more advice. So yes, thank you. Uh, Malva, if you could tell us how did you start your journey into being a playwright?
Uh, well, it started off as advocacy. Seeing Me for Me is the stage play, but I actually wrote a book called Can a Blind Person? Yes, yes, we can. And then a section of that book is, which is called Seeing Me for Me. That section is actually about my personal journey. And so that's actually what the play is about, my journey as a woman, a Black woman who is a woman a disability. I lost a significant amount of my sight due to an optic nerve damage back in 2007. So I wanted to share my experiences. I come in contact with a lot of people through the nonprofit Living Beyond Limits, mentoring, coaching, how to adjust to blindness and things like that. So when I started doing it and what I noticed, the support is needed, how to advocate for yourself, how to um, bring awareness so people can get, jobs, careers, opportunities so they can live a life beyond limits. And so having the stage play brings more awareness to living beyond limits as a whole to really um, bring more people in the city of Dallas that are blind, visually impaired, that are going through some things but have not gotten connected. So that's one thing. But it's also really bringing in those community partners, different nonprofit organizations like the Dallas Museum of Art, which is where we're hosting the play. And so, having those community partners in place, understanding what blindness is, we've actually worked with the Dallas Museum with 10 exhibitions, which is, hosting tactile art that's available for people that are blind, visually impaired. And because of Living Beyond Limits and putting more people in those spaces, we were able to do that. And so, that's what this play is about. It's bringing awareness, giving women and men who are blind, visually impaired strength to advocate for themselves, but also that awareness so opportunities can be given to them.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome to be able to, be in a place to, be able to, tell your story and,
Hmm.
encouraging others. I know there's a lot of power and healing, that takes place. Be, um, telling stories and plays and, films and books and, things like that. That's definitely awesome. I'm just going to kind of skip to a question that I think many people would want to know or ask and everything is like what was your experience like Melva, for you being visually impaired and writing a play and doing, I know you did a directing of the play and such. So what was that experience for you?
You want me to be transparent? Oh, it
Yes,
was tough. It's
yes, yes.
new. Listen, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what to expect, but it's one of those things where if it's something that you're passionate about, that you really want to share a story, and it's not just my personal story, it's other women's that's a part of this play. And so just listening to them, excuse me, they're my friends, we've had conversations. We're really helping each other navigate this world. This is a sighted world. And so as a woman who had vision, I still want to continue to do things in my life. And so full transparent, uh, it was difficult. I'll be honest with you. I have assistive technology training, so I'm able to use a screen reader to type and to do that as far as navigating the computer. However, putting the stories together, being able to get connected and rehearse and direct and position it, using color contrast, making sure that we don't fall off the stage, using different tapes that will be tactile, things like that. That was all an experience that I've learned, and I'm still learning. We still have a couple of days until the play. We'll have a full dress rehearsal this Friday, as well as with the different recordings and using the microphones. All of this stuff is so new to me, and it's tech. And I had the opportunity to actually sit in the studio because I can sing, but I'm not like a singer that be all on stage singing. But I wrote some poetry and I wrote some poems, and I was like, I want to incorporate, this part of me into the play. And so I actually pre-recorded them, and that was an experience within itself because I was super nervous. I was like, oh my goodness. I have to be honest, I have been an introvert for a while. So
Oh
this is me
yeah.
stepping out of my box. And I tell people all the time, you have to see you, be you, and believe in you. And so this is where I'm at now. I'm believing in me, and I'm actually doing the things that I thought that I wanted to do, and I'm doing them. So it's just not a thought anymore. It's not just a dream, it's now a reality. And so that was me
Yes.
going forward. So that's me living beyond limits.
Yes, 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 for certain, and that's so awesome. To even just with the art world,
Hmm.
how to incorporate people with disabilities, and the blind community, the deaf and hard of hearing community. I know there are organizations that support artists that's into the arts and theater. I know my previous life, when I was much younger, I actually got into theater. That's how I got into,
Oh,
the
nice.
arts and stuff. So, I just like I wrote a play too, so I know a little bit about, writing a play
Okay.
and directing and, doing the stage management and stuff. So, and, act as well at Henry Ford Community College in Dearborn. So,
Hmm.
then I had a great director who, believed in me as well. Because previous
Hmm.
before, a lot of people, I faced discrimination, being, a wheelchair user and being in play and theater and the arts and such. So, but it was a great opportunity. So, just continue on. The only way with arts is you only really learn by doing. But you can have
Yeah.
like the textbook knowledge and all that, that's good and needed, how to write a play and and all that stuff, but
Hmm.
you really don't really know until you actually, doing it. That's really
They say experience is the best teacher.
and pretty
Mhm.
much definitely when it comes to the arts, and so uh with Kebra, what are some of the lessons that you've learned, going to book publishing and as, a woman with a disability? I know you have the same disability as I do, spinal cord injury. So, how was that experience for you?
I hadn't had any bad experiences as far as the publishing portion is concerned, because I work from home, so most of the time I'm just at the house. But I would say experience in general, as far as being an entrepreneur, you learn. Like Melva just said, it's the best experience or life experience or whatever you said is now. But I would say I have learned dealing with being a publisher, dealing with different personalities. I think that life experience dealing with different things with different authors, it taught me as a businesswoman to move in different directions, knowing and not saying it's a bad thing, because I may have an experience with an author that's teaching me like, hey, don't make these decisions anymore because this is what happened. This is the result that you got. So it taught me, it's a good thing because it taught me how to move better when it comes to my clients, how to make my contracts better, what and what not to put in my contracts. So it made me a better person, because you're going to deal with different people, and it's fine. They're going to get different questions, and people are going to expect different things. They're going to expect a lot from you, and I aim to give them the best that I can possibly give to them when it comes to publishing. Only thing I can say it affected me as far as having a disability is me making sure that I'm taking care of myself, making sure that I'm going to the doctor, making sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do with somebody, making sure my husband and my friend always get on me because I haven't been getting the proper amount of sleep that I need to be getting. And
Mm.
so, because you trying to do so much and trying to meet deadlines, and there's just a lot, to the point that at times I felt even today, I have my phone on D&D right now. Like, I have my phone on D&D since last night. I was like, I'm not trying to be bothered. I'm not trying to add any more stress of what I got going on for the next couple of days, and trying to clear my mind. And so life lessons taught me, when it came to being a publishing company, just dealing with different authors and learning as I go.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Now I totally, get what you're saying, and then also, having a disability, particularly those, like ours, spinal cord injuries and being paralyzed. Yeah, you got a lot of different things you have to manage. You have to be on top of, because if you don't be
Mhm.
on top of it, it will sit you down, and
Yes,
everything. So
yes, it
yeah.
definitely will. That's why I was like, you know what? I blacked out my schedule for the next 2 days. I put my phone on D&D. I was like, you know what? You got this big project that you're doing. You got to slow down. I mean, I
Mhm.
signed 2 authors today, and I got another one that I'm meeting with. And I have another Zoom call today, that I'm meeting with that was prior schedule. And I'm like, I got to learn how to pace myself because people don't understand when you sit in the wheelchair all day, you got to it's just certain things that you just can't do. Like it's certain things from sitting down all day that can happen to you. So I'm learning to make sure I'm taking care of me as well.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You got to. Even for thinking our sisters, who have chronic illnesses and such too. Your energy may be good one day, the next day, it
Mhm.
fluctuates and things like that. So, yeah, you definitely have to have self care and be able to manage the workload and such. So, uh, my question, to you, Melva, before we get into the event that you're putting on Saturday, what would be your advice to other, women, black women, or, people with disabilities, people who are blind, visually impaired? What would be your advice if they want to get into theater or, the arts?
Again, experience is the best teacher. One of the things is I've learned, I didn't know I was a playwright. You know what I mean? Like until I started doing it, I was like, oh, it was a thought that came in my head, and I was like, well, I want to do that. I want to try it. I went online, YouTube University, and I was looking at a
Mhm.
couple of things, and I said, oh, okay, okay, let me try this, and let me try this. And to be really honest with you, it's my story. It's my personal journey, my story that I experienced in real time, and so I just put some of those things. And a lot of times, people will ask me questions, Melva, how do you do this? Or Melva, what was this like? And so it was in the side of the play is those moments that I highlighted, people using canes, a white cane, people asking you, can you see? And they're waving their hands at you, and you're like, why are you doing that? And there's a difference between, a person that's total blind. Blindness is a spectrum, and that's one of the things I really share in the play. Everyone that you come in contact with that is blind, visually impaired, is not the same. Our vision are different. We can even have the same eye condition, but it's different because what they may see, I may not see, and vice
Mhm.
versa. So that's one of the things I really wanted to share, and it's bringing the awareness. So for me, I mean, it was time consuming, of course. It was different. It's not my everyday thing that I normally do out of, so there was I had to put effort. I had to, set time aside because it's a different project. These are different goals. And so you just set those goals and you make it happen. And just like Kebra was saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to really just sit down and say, hey, I want to give myself some time to, I can put my phone on do not disturb. If I want to sit and watch some TV or listen to a book or something, that's something that I do. And I had to learn that, myself, where I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna get upset at myself. I'm not gonna be mad at myself if I don't get it done today. Like there are some things, some last minute details that I need to take care of. But I'm like, it's gonna come, and I'm not gonna stress. We have a little stress because it's closer to that time, but it's possible, and keep going. Experience is the best teacher. So get out there and just do it. How Nike said, just do it.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes, yes. That's so important. And disabled people, we can. be in the arts, we talented,
Mm-hmm.
just like, of course, anyone else. So, we deserve the same opportunities and support as well. That
Yeah.
is so important. Kebra, what would be your advice to people who, want to become an author or want to, become a book publisher?
My advice is firstly, if you want to be an author, you got to start with a story. Like everybody say, oh, I want to write a book, but do you know the actual the depth that it takes into writing a book? And so you got to have a story. You have to know what you're writing about. Like I tell my authors, are you writing in first person? Are you writing in third person? Like, do you know your characters? Do you know your are you a descriptive writer? Are you writing for the readers through as if the characters are talking to the readers? Are you listening to the character? It's so much stuff that goes into the story. People always say they want to write a story about their life, but do you know exactly how to start writing about your life? And that's what I'm here for. Like I have authors that basically, I have an author right now. Her book will be out on Mother's Day, and
Mm.
she's writing about her life, her journey of having cancer. So I was able to help her outline each chapter or certain things she should talk about based on the outline of her child to where she is now. And when we were able to do that for her, it made her writing so much better. She basically knew what she was going to write about that chapter. She knew the detail that she wanted to bring the story to life, and everything was good for her. As far as a publishing company, the first thing I would tell anybody, you would need to know at least how to publish. You just can't say I'm gonna self-publish and not know what you're doing. It's so much that goes into being a publisher. It's so much stuff that goes into publishing a book. It's just not just uploading something on on in- um, um on Amazon. It's a lot that goes into it, and I'm a perfectionist, so I would make sure, like the anthology that I'm doing now, like with all of my authors, like I put a lot of manpower into this anthology, and so I'm really really happy for it.
Yes, yes, yes. Those are, good advice you need to know, like with marketing and all
Mhm.
that stuff, so people know that you're there. And I see in the audience as well, one of my friend, Robin Wilson, who owns a gallery and a bookstore. She's in the room, and so she, did books as well. So I know there's many of us, women who are, eager to, tell our stories. Either we already done it or, that's something that we would like to do in the future. So thank you. So, Kebra, if you can tell us more about your anthology and the event that you have coming up.
Yeah, so I'm the visionary author. I felt that God spoke to me about doing a book for melanated queens with disabilities and how we have risen from any type of adversity. So the anthology is called Our Power, the Anthology, Melanated Queens Rising Beyond Disability. And we're all talking about our stories. We have we have women that has with gun violence, domestic violence, because even with some of the gun violence is not really domestic wise. We have authors that are visual. We have an author that's visually impaired. We have an author that has spinal bifida. We have an author that has dyslexia. We have an author that dealing with the power to forgive. She was molested. She dealt with alcoholism. People need to know that alcoholism is a disability. And it's basically we all came together. And we have another author that has a brain injury. She used to work for IBM, and she's Miss Wheelchair International. So I brought a lot of different women from all walks of life. We came in together to bring this amazing anthology to the forefront, and we just sharing our stories. It's coming out on March the 8th, which is Women International Day. Is going to be available worldwide. And I'm actually doing a virtual book launch where we get to meet all of the authors. You can hear some of their stories. And that is on my website right now for anybody that wants to register. So far, we have about 150 people that register for the actual book launch. So they are excited. I'm excited. It's something big that, like I said, that God had placed. So I'm a little nervous. Everybody is already published, so we all out there. We just waiting for that actual launch date, which is March the 8th. And I have an author already that did her pre-sales, and she sold all of her books in one day. We had to go and order more books. So it's just amazing to see what God is actually doing within the women lives, because they're now all considered published authors, and so it's good to see. So I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous about it,
Yeah.
because it's kind of going to bring me to the front forth as a visionary author, as well as an author myself, as far as telling my story, because I've been paralyzed for over 20 years and I've never shared my story. So people have been telling me, you need to share your story, you need to share your story. So I'm finally sharing my story the way that I want to be told, not what people think it should be told, the way I authentically want to share it. So that's what I got going on, and I'm so excited about it. I actually have a run of my show at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, so we can make sure that everything will be good. We won't be looking all crazy the day of.
Yeah,
So that's what I got going on right now. So I'm a little nervous, but I know God got me. I'm gonna do a little something, take a little something, something before my show. So I'm just joking.
not really.
Now y'all can bring y'all favorite drink. Look, I don't care what y'all do in the comfort of y'all home. I'm just saying, this is what I got going on.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that's great. And we will, on Divas in the City's Instagram page, we will, post the link and, advertise and
Yes,
promote it
thank you.
as well. So we'll do that. That'll go out tomorrow. And so, Melva, I know your play is coming up as well. So if you can share a little bit about the play and when it's going to be and where.
Yes, actually, Friday we do our run of a show with all the recording and all that good stuff at the Dallas Museum of Art, and we will be actually having the actual event Saturday on Women's International for. So there's actually two shows, one at 12:30 p.m. and then there's another one at 3 p.m. And I'm excited. I'm as well as nervous. This is my first time ever doing anything like this. I've had put on different conferences and workshop training classes, but to write, it's people to really hear, all of your thoughts and what you put on paper. It's a little bit nervous, it brings that anxiety a little bit, but it's happy. I'm happy about it. I work really hard on it, and so I'm excited. So yeah, it's again March 8th. It's actually at no cost. We are asking individuals if they would like to donate to Living Beyond Limits, which is the nonprofit I'm the founder and CEO of that provides services for people who are blind and visually impaired. And then, yeah, there's
Okay.
parking. It's downtown Dallas, and we'll be on the stage at the Dallas Museum of Art.
Yes, that's awesome. And so we got two events on March 8th. So you can, if you were in Dallas, Texas, head to Melva's show. And what time is your talk, the anthology, Kebra?
So March 8th is the actual day where the titles will be available. But
Oh,
yes, it comes out March 8th on Women International Day, but on March 6th is the actual virtual book launch. And
yeah, that's what.
that's at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time via Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
No, but
So
I know you invited me. I wish I could come, but I'm actually going to be in Dallas that weekend. I mean, not Dallas. I'm going to be in Houston that weekend to a rodeo.
Oh,
So
no,
I'll
no, no worries. And that's what I tell people all the time. Listen, if you can't come, it's okay. But still, we are actually going to it's gonna be recorded. So we're gonna
good.
go back, be able to go back and edit it, do some cleanup to it, and we're gonna actually publish it where it can be where other people can watch it. And our goal is actually we have a couple of places that we probably would do something in Florida on stage. There's
Oh, that's
a
what's up.
university that actually does have opportunities for individuals that, have plays and things like that. So our goal is to get the word out. This is a way, writing this play is opening so many doors to bring awareness to the BVI community, blind visually impaired, and I'm super excited about it. So if you can't come Saturday, don't worry. There's going to be more opportunities for you to see it, and I'm going to actually incorporate more stories to showcase our individuals that's in the blind community.
Yes, yes. That just got me to think I live in the Detroit area, so Detroit, Michigan, and so I will look into bringing you out here to Detroit. Melva, that'd be great.
Oh,
To
we'll be happy to.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we got great, visually impaired blind, community here in Detroit. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna see what we could do to do that as well. And so, we're about to wind down with the show. So just want to see, with you two both being cast members of Divas in the City, which again, if you missed the beginning, Divas in the City is a digital series that is going to come out uh, on TikTok late in April after our launch. And so it features, five black women with physical disabilities, unapologetic black women with physical disabilities taking their city by storm. And so, what is how do you feel being part of Divas in the City? We know representation matters. So how do you feel, about being part of it and getting ready to see it soon?
I
Okay.
feel I feel I'm excited because I feel like whenever God has something for you at that time, it's for you at that time. I'm a firm believer of that. So I feel that this is my time for it to happen as well as the other ladies. Representation matters. Um, and that goes back to why I named my anthology Melanated Queens Rising Beyond Disability, because I feel that representation does matter. I feel that it's been other shows out there that you don't see a lot of us as melanated women. And so I feel good about it. I hope that not just for me, for everybody else, like that people can see beyond their own speck in their eye that, hey, these women are disabled, but guess what? They're doing so many things in the world, and kind of like not look at, like me, I'm in a wheelchair from a spinal cord injury, but not look at the spinal cord injury, but look past that to say, hey, this woman has worked hard. I had a child before my accident. I had a child after my accident. I've been through so many things in my life dealing with a spinal cord injury, and look where I've become. I would never thought in a million years that I would have a song on a chronicling the life of President Barack Obama on this documentary. Like me from Beaufort, South Carolina, got a song on a past president documentary. Like who does that? So, and just thankful that you guys gave us an opportunity to actually, for people to see what we actually do, and let, like, hey, these women are actually unstoppable. They strength is pure, and we doing the thing. We good.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. It was not a hard choice. You're doing
Exactly.
excellent, and Melva and our other cast members, Karen Gasparini Quiles, Natalia Mendez, and Zazelle Shafa O'Gara is the other cast members. So, just really excited about that. I see Melva. Your camera is, I think you try to turn your camera back on.
Yeah.
Uh, but I can hear you. Um, oh no, the camera just, did your camera just go bad, or you want me to give you a minute? Okay.
You look like it's circling. I see like a little circle.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Melva,
Well,
if you,
the weather is really bad here too. Remember, she was saying that, yeah, her lights might have went out because it's really, really bad here. Like we're in tornado weather right now, so it might be.
yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So she comes back, but where can people follow you?
So people can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is I am Midnight Storm with two M's. So I am the word Midnight Storm with two M's. I'm on Facebook, Midnight Storm or Kebra C. Moore. And I also have my lipstick website, midnightstorm.net, where you can get some cute lipstick like this one I got on right now. It's called Purple
Yes, it's
Raindrop.
cute.
Representing Mardi Gras. Today is Fat Tuesday, so I'm representing Mardi Gras. Um, and basically, I'm on social media as Midnight Storm. Everything. My website is my publishing website is w2tspublishing.com. I'm sorry, w2tspublishing.org. Basically stands for Welcome to the Storm Publishing.org. And then if you go on my Instagram or Facebook, it's there. I know it's a lot. I'm basically everywhere, but basically Midnight Storm.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it is fat.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
perfect. Okay.
I can see you too. So it's
No,
good.
it's time. My daughter, she's getting out of volleyball practice, so she's calling me.
Oh,
Oh, okay. We
yeah,
thought it was the weather.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
yes. So where can people find you, Melva?
I am on Facebook at Mel Henderson. I'm
Okay,
also Instagram seeing underscore me for me, and that's SEEING underscore ME, the number 4 ME. I'm also on YouTube at Mel Cherie, so it's MELSHAREE. What else? I'm also on LinkedIn, Melva Henderson. So
Yeah, I
yes,
forgot.
yes.
I'm on LinkedIn too, just Kebra Moore.
mhm,
That's
yeah,
Okay,
my government name on LinkedIn.
yeah, me too.
well, you
Right.
can't have that on LinkedIn, the government name.
Exactly.
So,
This
yes,
has
yes,
been
yes.
fun.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Kebra and, Melva for, joining us today. As I shared, we will make sure to post, your events that's coming up on March 6th and March 8th on our social media channels. And so, again, again, my name is Tamika Citrus Spruce. And so with Divas in the City, this is our first live. So I think we did pretty good. Did pretty
Yes,
good
you did.
for being our first live and
Yeah, a
everything.
little
So
bit of hit that we had just only thing you did was forgot to put us on live, but it's all good.
yeah,
All good.
I was talking
You
and
just
that.
forgot to put us on live, but it's good.
It was a run of a show.
Right, exactly. Running the show, but we did it. We good.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Well,
circle back
okay,
again.
ladies.
Yeah, thank you. So we got at Divas in the City. Please follow us here, on our page on Instagram. We also are on LinkedIn, Facebook, and we're getting ready to be on TikTok. So that's where you can find us. We're going to be doing more lives like this with the other cast members as they are doing things. We are planning a Women's History event later this month, with different entrepreneurs talking about, what does freedom looks like, for disabled women, who are leaders and bosses. And then we're going planning our launch at the end of April. And so there'll be more details of that. And then that's where you'll be able to see our series. Again, I'm collaborating with Divas with Disabilities Project with Dr. Donna Walton. So please follow Divas at Divas with Disability Project. They're on Instagram, I think TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and also another partner of ours is Women of Color Unite. That's headed by Cheryl Bedford. So Women of Color Unite is an organization for filmmakers of women of color and I believe non-binary as well. And Divas with Disabilities Project is for women with disabilities, of color. So, we have really good, strong partners. And so I thank you all for joining us today, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.